top 5 reasons why you should do Airbnb subletting now before the opportunity is gone, guys. This is one of the best opportunities I've ever found, really, in my life of entrepreneurship and for decades now, really. So, what is Airbnb subletting? For those you don't know, basically you rent a home, you furnish it, and then you list it, and then you make your money. You know, that's how I got my freedom within 1 year, able to scale it to 20, and able to generate 6-figure income and got free of my job and live a freedom lifestyle for the past 2 years. It's been amazing. And I'm on a mission to share and help people do the same thing as well. All right, number 1, subletting Airbnb will make you about $500 to $1,000 a month. Okay, $500 to $1,000 a month. How many of those do you need in order to get free from your job? You know, just think about it. If you're a job making $5,000, you just need about 5 properties, right? You know, your job is $10,000, you may need 10 properties. That's it. You know. I mean, it's not that hard, right, to replace your income and live the freedom lifestyle. So number 2 is that you don't need hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars to invest into real estate in order to get started. You know, I mean, of course, if those that have money invest, that's great. You know, you get the appreciation. But if you don't have that much to start with, you only need about $5,000 to really start subletting Airbnbs. Okay, so $5,000, you can, you know, enough for furniture and get a Airbnb up and running, and then you make about $500 to $1,000 a month. So within a few months, you're able to make that money back, reinvest it, and then do another one. Make the money and reinvest it and do another one. You know, just like that's what I did. You know, so that's why I scaled to 20 within 1 year and got my freedom. Right. Number 3 is with COVID right now. COVID made a lot of landlords suffer, right? Because people don't pay, people leave, you know, people just don't pay at all. So, you know, the tenants, so landlord is suffering. So what you can do is you can go to your landlord and talk about how Airbnb will pay upfront. You know, so it's a lot safer than the traditional way. The traditional way, you know, they can stay, especially with the government helping them, they can, you know, squat at your place for like 6 months and they don't pay. You know, and then they just take off, and you know, and I mean, thank God if they just go and take off, right? I mean, I know one of my friend here watching here. I know she experienced some of that as well, right, Kim? But just kidding. But anyway, so I mean, landlord is able to negotiate with you right now. So if you come to a landlord and say, hey, I'm gonna rent your place for 2 to 3 years, you know, can you give me 1 to 2 months off? You know. And a lot of landlords will do that for you, because if you explain to them the model that, you know, Airbnb pay up front and it's a lot more safer, and then you will get professionally clean every single time tenants move in and out. So it's professionally clean every time, make it sparkling, you know, versus the old traditional renter who's never gonna clean it for years and because they live there, right? And then the other thing is, you know, once Airbnb have an insurance of $1 million, so $1 million of insurance. So if anything goes wrong, that we'll be able to pay for that, right? All right. So number 4 is that COVID causes hotels to suffer big time. Who want to stay in a hotel right now? You know, nobody, right? Comment down below. Why? Because, you know, COVID risk. You know, most of the COVID people will go stay at hotels. It's very dangerous. And also, it's so many people, so many thousands of people, you don't want to be there. And also, you have to cook, you know, your own meal because of COVID. But hotels, they don't have kitchen for you to cook. So you have to go out to eat. You know, costs a lot of money and a lot more risk. So that's why hotels are suffering big time. And where are those people who have to short-term renter? They have to go to Airbnb, right? So that's why Airbnb is pushing the more longer-term, like 1 to 2 month rental. And that's my specialty too. I don't like doing the vacation thing because vacation is very up and down. I highly recommend doing corporate housing is a big niche and not many people know about. Basically, you rent to a company, and the company will stay for 3 or 4 months, right? And then there's also insurance that you rent to. Insurance company that help people to repair their homes, and while they're repairing their homes, they need a place to stay, so they have to, rent an Airbnb from you, right? All right. So number 5 is that you can manage this business from anywhere in the world, guys. As a matter of fact, I took my wife to around the world trip for a month and a half. We went to Australia, Bali, Europe, everywhere, right? For a month and a half, and guess what? I still make money. I still make the same income. The money keep on flowing in. It doesn't matter where I am. I can, just message on Airbnb. Just get an internet connection and message people. And you can always message within a few hours too. It's not something that you have to do, all the time immediately. Every day I check it about 3-4 times, and it notifies me whenever there's a message come in. And sometimes there's no message. I don't even do anything, right? It's one of the easiest jobs out there. Seriously, I only spend about 10, 15, 20 hours max per week, depending on the week, to manage a portfolio of about 20 something properties. So and make decent income. And I have a lot of businesses I run too. So, but anyway, here's the bonus for you. If you are a realtor or an investor, listen very carefully, because this will differentiate you from the masses, right? The masses will look at a regular rental and consider the cash flow of the regular rental, and that's why they don't see a deal. But take the knowledge that we have with Airbnb that I can give you, or assist you, you will see that the cash flow is there. So that way you can see that it's a deal. It's actually a deal, versus the old rental system. Cash flow is like, let's say old rental cash flow per month rent is about $1,500 to $2,000, right? With Airbnb, you can rent about $3,500 to $4,000. Yeah, you see? So that's why the very big cash flow with Airbnb. Okay? So there's a question, what is your average occupancy rate per month due to COVID? It's actually very high. Why? Because I actually just covered that, because people don't want to stay in hotels. So people are seeking out Airbnbs even more, because hotels are more riskier. Hotels have a lot of high risk, and they don't have a kitchen. So, you have to cook, and, people don't want to do that, and people don't want to spend extra money to go out to eat. And when there's COVID around, they don't want to go out. So everybody's going to Airbnbs, right? Because it's more private. You don't have thousands of people like hotel. They're less riskier. So it's actually, the trend is actually been a lot higher than before, even better than before, believe it or not. So that's why I want to say the opportunity is now. But anyway, back to what I was saying is that if you're a realtor, an investor, you see the opportunity, you see the cash flow. So therefore, you can get more deals, Whereas if you do it the old traditional way, there's not much of a cash flow going on there. You buy a home, rent out regularly, you basically break even. If you factor in your maintenance, your taxes, and mortgage and everything, pretty much break even. Maybe you make $200 a month, right? You know what I'm talking about. Comment down below, But with Airbnb, you can about triple that cash flow. Instead of making $200 a month, you can make $600 or even $1,000 a month, bro. After everything. I'm talking about after mortgage, taxes, everything. It's pretty amazing. So anyway, I am very blessed to have my own freedom, and I feel out that it's my mission to help as many people to be free as possible, because after a while, after 2 years of freedom, I'm like, okay, this is great, but what's next? So I'm like, I feel kind of empty, honestly, like, it's not all about me. I want to see this transform lives. I remember back when I was working full-time as a corporate slave, and just grinding away, have no freedom, trapped, didn't know what to do, stress out all the time, but don't have a way out, and have no freedom. No way I can travel the world and take care of my parents the way I wanted to, because I don't have any time. I don't have any time to take them to the doctor, or go take them on vacation, or do whatever, because I was just working and stressed out. When I get home, I just want to just pass out, right? Because it's too stressful with a corporate job, because they're trying to suck everything out of me. So, you know, I started thinking back to that, and I was like, man, there's a lot of people out there that probably experience the same thing. You know, you experience the same thing. I feel you guys, you know, comment down below. So that's why I want to really help some people. I'm launching my free mastermind workshop. This is probably the only time that I offer for free. Usually costs about $1,000 to $2,000. I will cover a lot more details in that. It's November 14th. Write it down, you know, share with your friends. It's totally free, but space is limited because Zoom can only hold so many people. So, you know, you contact me, and then we go from there. But, you know, this will definitely change a lot of people's lives. I know for sure, because it changed my life, you know. So I want to give this gift. It's a pay forward. And then if you want to, you know, really do this and have other questions, then, you know, I do have a mentorship program as well that I can help and mentor and guide you, and really hold you by the hand, take you step by step, and make it happen, you know. So, yeah, all right. I have a friend here who want to attend for sure. Yeah, hit me up and we go from there. All right, guys. Well, with that, God bless you guys, and take care. And anything I can do for you, let me know. Bye-bye. You guys on the next episode. Have lifestyle and have entrepreneurship. I want to combine the two to know that you can have a business and a life, a beautiful life as well. So with that, bye for now.